My chair is squeaky. Hey. Oh my god.
Oh, hi. She's back, bitch.
This is my sketchbook. This is my most recent current sketchbook that I finished. This is sketchbook number 7. This took me about 4 years to complete. I started this in December. Oh my god, December of 2021. I finished this in May 2025. I'm not sure about like my older sketchbooks, but my more recent sketchbooks, like 7-8+ years, they all have like goals I want to do. And so here are my goals. They were just more line art, start developing my own style, more finalized pieces, more marker drawings, more watercolor drawings, etc, etc. Now let's get into it. Guys, I can't wait to show you my cover page for this sketchbook. It is so freaking amazing. Okay, you ready?
Got him!
Yeah, I forgot to draw it. At some point in the sketchbook, I had a plan of how I wanted it. It was gonna be this next page I'm gonna show you, but never ended up doing that. To start us off, so this was when I first got the sketchbook. This is when Arcane first came out, and I absolutely felt that show was literally 10 out of 10. That was like one of the most perfect animation series I've watched in a long time. Everything about that was beautiful. The storyline, the characters. I miss it. I miss it so much. But I was drawing Jinx.
That's me.
And I had this concept of having her like younger self with all her little fins and explosive stuffs and her little cannon rocket launcher thingy. I was just coming up with some ideas. It's just a random reference. That ended up turning to this, which I actually really love. I ended up doing a digital art of this. It didn't come out exactly the way I wanted because there was supposed to be animations of these little designs and stuff, and never ended up doing that. For now, we're okay. Every year I watch Harry Potter. Pretty sure this is Deathly Hallows. Don't quote me on that. But just want to draw my own version of Harry Potter. Kind of emo, or not emo, alt. Give him some piercings. Ooh. Little Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry.
This page was just me doing some reference stuff. This was supposed to be for design or my old sketchbook when I still had that one at the time. It was supposed to be one of my characters in my book. She doesn't exist anymore. She is gone. She's no more, unfortunately.
In a cage, I read about.
This was for my art class when I was in high school. It was supposed to be symbolism in symbiotic nature, and it was just basically how two things make one or the other. This was this dude who didn't like his world, and he always had greater beliefs in the gods, and then there's this god, and you know, blah blah. This was two girls, one's technically straight, one's gay, and they're sharing smoke, and it's just the symbolic nature of love between two people who not necessarily make a romantic view, but like pretty much girls. Girls are weird. We do weird stuff that's freaking gay all the time. This was just a nature fairy with the animals. One was when my depression was like really bad. I was really subconscious about myself, and I felt like people were staring at me.
Tell it someone who cares, Barry.
It was this whole little thing. I still kind of want to do this, but it's gonna be a very dark painting. This right here, favorite. This was supposed to be a tattoo design that I'm still working on. I don't really like this. This was just a reference I saw, and I kind of added my own things. This Chinese characters probably aren't right, but this one is a man who could not tolerate small misfortunes can never accomplish great things. And then this one, what is it? Proverbs? It's a proverb. These two are combined, but I spaced them out. This one is all things change, and this one says, and we changed with them. The original designs for this, I was gonna have it in a dagger and have this like moon crystal, which I kind of still do dope, but this whole thing's changed. I just haven't drawn it out yet. Then this was Euphoria when it first came out. I was gonna draw all the 4 girls in this one pose. Never did it. This is the manner of one of the buildings in my book, Heirs. Does not look like this. I never even finished it. I was practicing guns because I got really inspired by my character Carter Ward, which is this person right here that's not finished. She is a badass. This right here, it was just a sketch. I don't know what it was for. It was for something. But this right here, this is either gonna be a book or a little animation or a video game. I don't know yet, but this, I have characters based off my whole family. This was one of them. This dude is like a samurai, and he wears a dark wolf mask, and he has his little demon sword thing that collects the souls of every dead person he kills with it. So if you'll like never go to the afterlife if you're killed with a sword. These are some design concepts and stuff. I never finished it. What his attire would look like. Very Japanese, like early 1600s inspired. Don't know if that's the right year. This was me just drawing my phone. I was watching Venom at the time. Love that movie. This was supposed to be my character Briar, just sitting in a chair. Never went through with that. This right here, okay. I want to make this a sticker or a print so bad. I got inspired. I was listening to Money Trees by Kendrick Lamar, and I don't know why the idea of a goat or a lamb popped up in my head, and Kendrick Lamar in one of those tiny kids cars, and the two of them in the car driving around while Kendrick Lamar is shooting one of those money guns out. The city's like getting attacked by aliens. I don't know why. I want to make this a sticker one day because I think this would be really funny. Little baby Kendrick Lamar. That does not look like him at all. Little samurai poses. This is technically for my character Briar. She uses a sword, but she doesn't really use a sword. She's better with a gun. Swords are kind of heavy for her, especially for endurance purposes. Oh, this is a character, Lilith. She was gonna be in my book that's before my book airs. She is gonna be like years before that book. But she's just a cute little shapeshifter, technically. She was just playing with the animals and stuff, and I thought it was really cute. This, if you don't know this, I know the images look bad is because I colored it. The sketches were fire, I promise. This was my favorite, it's still like top 10. One of my favorite movies that Netflix has ever released. And if you like fantasy, I swear to God, I watch this movie like twice, maybe 3 times a year, right? And I'm so mad that they canceled it. But this is Bright. I don't remember his name. I don't remember her name. I don't remember your name. Sorry, I'm bad with names. I was rewatching it and I was like, let me draw them. I like drawing them. In fact, I'm probably will redraw them at some point because I love this movie so much, and I'm so sad that they're not remaking the second movie because it left on a cliffhanger. I did this with the Uhu markers, still getting comfortable. This is my old ones. They weren't brush tips yet. Now that I have the brush tips, I probably could do a better job with this, and I understand coloring a little bit better. This right here was the first ever video I've ever posted on social media. A two-parter. It was this one and this one. This is when the first season of The Last of Us came out, and when I tell you, this was so fun for me. I haven't painted watercolor in a minute since then. The sketch came out better than the coloring, but the coloring wasn't as bad. Looking back on it, this wasn't bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. You got
I'm Pedro Pascal
as Joey or Joel. Oh my God, it's Joel. I couldn't figure out his freaking name. He did an amazing job. Don't remember your real name, but you did an amazing job as Ellie. Do I agree that you don't look like her? Yes, but you did an amazing job as her. I forgot your name. I love this. This is definitely one of my favorite pages in the sketchbook. All right, here's Lilith again. This is when Easter was coming around, and I still kind of might do a print or something of her. She's playing with the bunnies and dancing around. It's coming up with a more. She's gonna have this like star birthmark underneath her eye. She doesn't have these type of antlers. This doesn't make sense. Well, I guess she could if she's a shapeshifter. I have a really bad habit of not completing the 100 heads challenge. I always get to like maybe 40 to 50 heads and then I just stop. I get really burnt out of just drawing heads. I like doing it because it's a good way for me to practice. This was probably so far. I haven't done it recently, but when I did this at the time, this came out so well. I love how all these came out. I don't really have a problem. Some of them are not accurate to the reference as much as I would like. This one I really like. This one I really like. This one I like. This one is okay. This one I do like. This is the first 10 of them. This one was day 2. I posted this on my Instagram at the time. This one I love. This one came out nice. I wanted to use different color. I was gonna have like each day be like a different medium kind of, even though I know that was pencil. This is still pencil, but it's colored pencil. It's colored pencil, so it doesn't count. This was supposed to be watercolor. This image right here, I drew in one of my other sketchbooks. It came out so well, and it kind of makes me so mad that one looks so much better. Same with this one. This face I drew in my previous sketchbook. It was so detailed. I don't know what was going on with me back then, but those were amazing. This is some more of them. I kind of wish I would have erased the under sketch a little bit more. These were fine. This, I was gonna do acrylic paints, and I did this one. I was like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. This is when I almost gave up trying to explore acrylic paints because I had too much ambition for this, knowing well enough I don't paint enough to consider the fact that I don't know how to. Well, at least. But yeah, and that's when it starts going downhill. I did this really good in my old sketchbook, and I'll put up an image somewhere of it. Just looks so much better. These were good. I like this. I like this one. This girl came out really good. I like your face, but you don't look great. And then it's just blank pages, blank pages, blank pages. This right here, I wanted to get better at drawing characters together, especially in romantic positions, because there's characters in my books that are, but they're romantic partners and stuff, so I was trying to get used to that. I found some references, drew that, came out pretty well. And then I wanted somebody who was by himself, which is technically this dude, but he's like, I need somebody to love. He didn't get anybody to love, unfortunately. This, I was trying to develop my character Briar Veda. She is Afro-Latina. She doesn't look the way I want her. I still keep redrawing this girl because I don't like any of the ways I've drawn her so far. It's because she didn't have as much black aspects as she needed to have. So her hair is a big giveaway what race she is. She kind of looks like this, but she kind of doesn't anymore.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
This right here is a digital idea I had. This is for Inktober. I was running out of room and I decided I want to do Inktober. This was me trying out the Ahuhu markers. But I was coming up with ideas for Inktober. I love how this one came out. I never ended up doing anything with it. I don't know why. I was really following the ideas of storybooks, like Little Red Riding Hood, The Headless Horseman, Rapunzel, Hansel and Gretel, Dracula. This right here is what got me into thinking, oh wait, I actually kind of really like acrylic painting. This did not come out the way I intended it to, but it was such a fun process because I had no expectations. I knew that it was just practice painting and I knew it wasn't going to be perfect. I've learned to accept that not everything is going to go my way, especially that I'm still learning as an artist. This was honestly probably one of the best things I could have done for myself because I didn't really draw a sketch. I kind of just went for it and I gave myself like a time limit. I think it was like an hour, which is still a long time for this ish, for each painting. And I think they came out pretty good considering I don't paint with acrylic like that. This is more Inktober stuff. Rain Girl, this is a kid walking different types of monsters. This one I ended up actually doing. It's dream situation, celestial being, I Kill Giants reference, and Rise. That's gonna have the cemetery picnic, which I kind of like the concept. I might have to do something with that someday. I love the Into the Spider-Verse movies so freaking much. They are my babies. This man, I wish he were real. I love this. This does not look like him. This looks like a very younger version of him and it still doesn't look like him, but I like it. I said this is like him if he was 16, which we're not gonna simp over that because that's weird. I'm an adult, but like the older version of him. And then I was gonna draw more poses of him, but I just didn't do it. Okay. This is a real life person. I kind of changed up her face a little bit to kind of match my character, but this is Isabel Merced. Don't quote me, that might be the wrong name. But she makes this song called No Soy Para Ti. Love that song. And I was like, oh, she really looks like what I envisioned Briar to look like. So I kind of drew her. I was gonna draw more, I didn't. I was trying to get a good side profile. I don't really like her eye is weird, but it's fine. This is technically a character in my book as well. This is supposed to be Rainer, but I named him originally after my nephew. Had to change that because they're weird. It would have been weird. He's here. He's nice. I never finished him. This is freaking Vinny Hacker. I really thought, because I was really into him for a second, I was like, yeah, that man, he's gonna be my character. I don't like him as my character. Nothing against him, he's just not. My character's changed. He's now a light-skinned dude with platinum blonde hair. It doesn't work. But at the time, I had a dream, I had a vision, and it was Vinny Hacker. This, I wanted to draw mushrooms. I don't know, I kept seeing mushrooms on my For You page. I wanted to draw mushrooms. This right here is more Inktober stuff. This right here, I gotta make a sticker because I think this is so funny. It says, ride me like a cowboy. Cowboys and seductive positionings and stuff, and they're gonna be like, one's gonna be holding a lasso, and one's gonna be, I don't know, cowboy things. I don't know what cowboys do. This one I ended up doing a Procreate drawing of it. I'd never finished it. That's what I'm blaming all the time on. It was just gonna be a ghost man and the pumpkin head dude riding a car together. This is the official setup for Inktober. This was their things I just wanted to get done, and I was drawing just like loose thumbnails of everything of how I wanted it to go. Some more spider ideas, which I don't know. I didn't like how Spider came out. This was Angel, Demon, Floating. I wanted to do an astronaut floating in space. Never finished that. And then I was going to do Hell Pit. This was kind of inspired off of Stranger Things. This is Toad. I was going to draw a Toad. This is pretty much exactly how it looks like. Dagger, Chain. This was a reference I saw on Pinterest. It was this girl. She was beautiful. She did this makeup a really pretty way, and she had these, like, I'm pretty sure she had hands on her. I'm not sure, but I thought it was cool. Decided to do a little color circle challenge thing. I don't know what it was. You just just draw a little blob or have someone draw a blob and you have to draw something based off what you see. And this was a fun exercise to do because I am not creative in that way. I cannot do that. This is technically Rainer. It doesn't look like him. It kind of looks like him. It doesn't look like him. This is not what he looks like. This is when I was still kind of simping over Vinny Hacker. This, I don't know. I think I was going to try to redo my Harry Potter dude. This is Lilith, but we're going to say this is like the alt version of Lilith or her twin sister because she does not look like this at all. She's more innocent. This would have to be like her twin sister because this is her drinking. I thought this was funny because I was like, she's getting drunk at a bar somewhere and she's drinking some ale and she's getting sleepy. This is her just posing and whatnot. I like the outfit though. The outfit's really cute. This I was so proud of. These, not this one as much, but this is my first time using acrylic paint like properly and actually doing like a real painting of it. This came out so well. Well, this helped me identify my relationship I have with acrylic paints, and I'm glad I did because I definitely learned a lot from doing this. I know it kind of looks like a dog, but it's a cat, but it was so fun. Same with this toad. The toad, I was trying to experiment a little bit and then I kind of gave up. I know acrylic painting takes a minute, especially if you're layering things, and I just didn't have the patience for it anymore, and I just wanted to be done. But I was proud of this whole spread. I love this spread. This was my dump spread. I had an excess paint that I needed to get rid of and I just painted the whole thing. This was very therapeutic. If you ever are just having a day where you don't know what to draw but you want to do something, just grab whatever's supplied. Don't search up any references, just do whatever. It is the official start of Inktober. This one specifically came out so well. When I started Inktober, I did not realize how dry my ink pens are and I need to get new ones. Still, this is still like a year. I don't really ink anyway, so it's kind of fine, but at the time when I've had these pens for years, my ink was running out, so a lot of these sketches didn't come out. A lot of these drawings didn't come out the way I wanted, but this one came out pretty good. I love the idea of a little kid sleeping and there's like a monster hiding underneath their bed and there's these, I don't know. I was trying to work on perspectives a little bit with this one and I think I did a pretty good job. This one's just a skull with spiders. There needed to be more contrast between all this. Like this one you could barely see. I needed to add more shadows and stuff, but like I said, my pens were not cooperating the way I wanted them to. This one was Little Red Riding Hood. I never finished it. I didn't like how I ended up fine lining it. It just didn't come out the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. I still like how it came out overall and me doing the backgrounds. I was gonna draw it properly and I was like, this would be super cool digitally and I can make a whole thing. This one was Dodge and the whole thing was a these Pumpkin Man with a ghost dude and a Dodge Charger driving away from their farm, I guess. He's like a scarecrow. Never made him a scarecrow now that I think about it in the drawing. And he's just, vacationing on Halloween to go scare the people in this town and whatnot. This right here, these two is when I realized my pens are dying. This was watercolor markers I had. I liked the sketch came out so good and then I kind of ruined it because I didn't go in with the plan. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna use these colors and call it good. The cat came out good. I like the overall perspective. This was a reference and this was a reference, kind of. I'm pretty sure this was a reference, but I think it was fun. I wanted to have this map just roll out all over the floor, and then I thought about making a person here. There was supposed to be a person here, but I got lazy and I think it was pretty good. This one is a twist on Sleeping Beauty. I keep saying Rapunzel and it's just a woman weaving the golden thread. This is where it starts to go downhill. I didn't like how this came out. I was running low on ink. I didn't shade this properly the way I wanted it to. Her hand got messed up, her hair got messed up. It was a mess. I still enjoyed doing it, but it was a mess. And then the toads came. Same problem where I drew the sketch. The sketch was amazing. Loved the sketch. And then I did the fine lining and I'm still kind of scared of fine lining. This one was Bounce. I was just like, oh, you know what? Bounce is titties. And there's that. No other explanation. From here out, it's pretty much just sketches of things that I didn't finish. This was the fortune one. It was going to be a Midas thing, and it was going to be all gold, and everything he touched turned to gold. It was just going to be all gold and variations of tones and stuff. And this was Wander. It was just a random person who's lost and scared in the woods, and a random creature thing following them. This was going to be Catwoman. This is a reference. This is supposed to be spicy, and it's just like, if you know what spice is in books, it's, This one was Rise. I still kind of wanted to do the garden thing, but I kind of steered away from that. The ghost dude came back and he was just watching the dude rise. He's like, oh, must be nice.
It must be nice.
This was gonna be like this whole cinematic image of Dracula returning to his castle. Didn't end up doing that, but maybe one day. This is Dagger. This is gonna be my character Briar holding her dagger and just looking at you. This is just an angel that I was gonna do, didn't do. This is gonna be a demon. There was a reference I liked, and I had a whole idea for it. This one I don't like how I changed. I should have kept it with the dude, the headless horseman, having the horse right here with the saddle, more envisioned, and then him standing right here and his head on the saddle. That would have been better. And then we got Plump. It's Hansel and Gretel, her cooking the children, or Hansel or Gretel. I think it's Hansel. Frost, couldn't figure out what I wanted to do for Frost. Chains was just this kid walking zombie vampire and a mummy or something like that. Scratchy was my pumpkin head dude. Then we have Celestial. This is one of my species, the Osag. I was gonna have a female character walking in the water, coming out of the water, holding their sword after like taking a bath or something. Then we have Dangerous. Is gonna be a little demon person with fire powers, and then Remove, once again, headless straw man dude. And you're just removing his head. Beast, don't know, didn't finish. Sparkle is going to be one of my races, one of my species, the Myris. Then we have Massive, which is I Kill Giants. And last but not least, it was Rush. And it was just me, dude, coming out of plane. I changed the idea of this. I don't know why I did that. And then, sorry, truly last but not least, was I was going to draw the Flame Princess from Adventure Time. Didn't end up doing that, but that was pretty much it for my sketchbook tour. I know it wasn't the best, but I am getting better at being more consistent in my sketchbook. But I had a fun time doing all this, and I really enjoyed what this sketchbook taught me about a lot of things. And, you know, you gotta do it to get better. But I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.